Battlefield 2042 Season 7 is here. I've been looking forward to trying out this update. Of course, it comes out the same day as the big Halo Infinite networking update as well. It's just a busy week when things overlap. The standout in this new update is the brand new map Haven. There's a few new weapons, a big balance pass for all that stuff. And we'll just talk about my experience, what I think of it so far. Is it worth hopping back into if you've not played in a little bit? My whole story with 2042 is honestly coming back, playing, enjoying it, and then falling off. And I don't know if Season 7 is really going to change that, but I've enjoyed what I've played so far. So let me shoot straight. The main thing in this update is Haven. That is like the backbone. This is a map, if you played Bad Company 2, maybe you played like Strike at Karkand from Battlefield 2, you will feel right at home on this map if you enjoy that. They killed it. I mean, it makes sense. They did draw inspiration from Erica Harbor and, Amiens, how do you say it, from Battlefield 1. Here on this map, and it's super fun. Infantry focused, lots of destruction. Vehicles are there, but they don't really impact things as much as some of the wider, more open maps. These are the types of updates in the maps what I'm like, okay, cool. It brings out Battlefield vibes. It makes the gunplay front and center, which I think is the strength of 2042, and I like it. Now, later this season, there is another map coming. It's called Stadium. It's a section from the Hourglass map, so it's not technically new. There's apparently controversy about this, where they were marketing 2 brand new maps in this season, and it turns out this is just sort of a rework of a smaller section from Hourglass. I don't know. I'm not that motivated. Don't really care. I mean, I'll take new content, but on the marketing side, yeah, I guess if you are calling it a brand new map and it's just a section, even if it has been reworked, I can see why people are frustrated. Who cares is my stance. In this update, there's also 3 new weapons, AK-5C, which is the AR, SCZ-3, an SMG, and the DFR Strike, which is an LMG. Now, I've not gotten a chance to try these weapons yet because they are locked in the Battle Pass, and I'm progressing, but I haven't unlocked them just yet. So this is a little live servicey here. The AK-5C is tier 19 in the Battle Pass, so if you want to hop in and use it right away, oh my, if you just buy that Super Premium Deluxe Edition, you can skip all those tiers and just start right here with the gear. Man, I'll get there. I'll get this thing unlocked the normal way, or go into Portal and unlock it with, the bot matches. But it's still, some of these little live service things drive me nuts, man. I wish on day one you could just go start playing with this thing, but whatever. That's how it goes. Later in the season, the new vehicle, the Draugr, shows up. That's apparently like a remote-controlled aerial bomber. New battle pass, and new balance updates have happened across the board. So they have essentially touched every archetype and changed things around a little bit, and they've added visual weapon recoil. Let's start with the recoil. Recoil is just there for visual impact and immersion. They talked about this a lot on the update patch notes. It really doesn't change gunplay. It's not an actual recoil system. It's just visually how the gun is presented to you so that it feels more impactful when you're aiming and shooting. The weapon doesn't feel as much like a little pew-pew laser battle the way 2042 was kind of felt from the beginning. I've played it. It doesn't seem like overall that different to me. I didn't go, oh my gosh, the immersion is just unbelievable. And that's probably good, because if I came back, I think the gunplay is the strong sense of 2042 for me. Every time I come back, I am periphery to this game. It is not my favorite Battlefield game. I have had fun with it every time I come back and play, but that's because it's just this crazy high speed, super slide, very fast, tight gunplay style game. And I enjoy it for what it is. It's not Battlefield 4 or 3 or whatever. In addition to the rebalancing, I really can only speak from I think I have 50 hours or so in 2042. Like I said, this is one of those games I hop back into, play 10 hours, have fun, then disappear until the next season. And Season 7 probably won't shift it up for me. But with all that, I can't comment for the day-to-day players, the ones who are in there maxing it out, who love this game. What does the balance changes really feel like? Did it make the game substantially better? In my opinion, when I'm playing it, it feels fairly similar. I've read the patch notes. It doesn't seem like they're crazy changes, but they have shifted things up a little bit. And apparently meta is going to do a little bit of a shift, which is it's nice, man, especially if you're a day-to-day player. Yeah, on the whole, I've had a lot of fun. 2042 was a unique one. I bought it 6 months after release. So I got to experience everything from, was it the Season 1 update onward? And it's always been fun to come back and to play. It doesn't mean that, though, this game isn't without its faults. Honestly, like you can probably see in the footage, this game kills my PC. I built my rig in like 2017. It's got a 7700K in there, and that CPU is dying. This game destroys my rig, even on low settings, 1080p. It is so CPU bottlenecked, and I'm over here astounded, right, that there's console players in this ecosystem still making it happen. It's got to be hard to develop a game for so many different systems. So that's part of my apprehension to coming back all the time. You need a pretty beefy rig, and even friends with those beefy rigs are like, oh yeah, optimization-wise, 2042 is a pretty raunchy game on certain systems. But when I do get into a match and it starts to flow and I've got a setup I like, 2042 gunplay feels so good. I don't know why. This game reminds me more of a hardline than it does a mainline Battlefield title. And I don't need a game to be that one obsession. I am super happy. I feel like I got my money's worth and more with like 50 hours out of this game, right? I'm sure I'll get to like 100 hours before the next Battlefield main release. But in this live service era, they've all designed things to be straight up so all-encompassing, so FOMO-based. They want you to just play that one game and it to be your only thing. And I think it's changed the way we think about games, where it's always been one of those deals where growing up, if you want to play Battlefield one day, Halo the next day, COD the next day, you do it. You do that. You don't owe your allegiance and all your time to one single game. It's nice when the franchise or thing, that you super love is killing it and you can put all that time in. But there's nothing wrong with, like, at least in my sense, coming back, checking out a game, having fun, going, sweet, they've made improvements. I am very hopeful the next Battlefield, the mainline one, nails it out of the gate. Because 2042, like I said, feels still to me like a hard line. Like something that isn't the main focus, yet it's been the central focal point for so long. Hopefully the news that, Ridgeline Games shutting down and some of the stories we've heard about the development, all the studios working on the next mainline Battlefield, hopefully it all works out for the good. And we're not at a situation again where the next mainline launches and it's just patch after patch before we get it into a spot where people are like, okay, yeah, just launch it, great. That's what we all hope for. In the meantime, if you want to try out the new map, something I love, they've got 24/7 playlists for both Conquest and Breakthrough on Haven, which is awesome. Go try it. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know with a like. And if you want to see more 2042, also let me know down in the comments below. I hope you're having a great Friday, and we will see you again very soon.